So we are in Notion and we're gonna start creating our financial tracker. So first let's name it financial tracker. We're gonna start with an empty page. We're gonna give an icon, money. We're gonna come here to do a full width. And now what I'm gonna do is first we're gonna create 4 tables. Basically why? One for balance, so it's gonna show us every general balance. Then one for income, expenses and subscription. Table view. New. We're gonna call that balance. Then for this one I will add divider. The next table, it's table new database, table for income. If that is your first template, you don't need to do it, but I will add it for my own easier reference, just not to get confused and lost. And as always, small s. Okay, we have everything. First of all, we don't need tags, so we can delete that. So balance, basically in balance I want to see all my account balance and I want to see all my total income, total expenses and total my subscription and what I'm staying with at the end of the month. Let's do it. First let's say I have one job, that's job number 1. My partner, my girlfriend, boyfriend have job as well, so it's job number 2. And let's say we have a small business that is generating us some sort of income as well. Because we want to know how much it's coming, so we're gonna add the number, we're gonna change the amount, and we're gonna put a format of put EU currency. I will put euro as I'm in Europe. Okay, the first job is bringing me 1000. My partner job bringing us 1000 and our business bringing us 500. That's it. What we're gonna do here. We're gonna do exactly the same in the expenses. Subscriptions, Netflix, and let's say, don't know, some hobby maybe we have, or something, I don't know, fishing club, I don't know, whatever. Now I want to categorize them so it's gonna look nicer later on and we can do different categories. So we're gonna go to add property and we're gonna go to select, and the select will be categories. And now phone is something personal. For example, gym is health. Netflix is entertainment. Hopefully I spelled wrong, right. And fishing club is our hobby. Something like this. Then, of course, we need the amount. Amount, and we're gonna use euro as well. So let's say the phone cost me 50. Gym cost me 50, Netflix cost me, don't know how much is Netflix, let's say 10, and Fish Club cost me another 220. We can do the simplest math is go here, do sum, and then you need to enter here. We don't want that. We want to avoid that. We want Notion to do that. Let's say, how many accounts do we have? We have for the moment, let's say, only one account and everything is going from one account. One account is called main account. We want income to add itself and show us here, same as the expenses, same as the subscriptions. We want all that stuff to add and then show us the final balance. First of all, we need to go to add and we're gonna go to relationship, or not relationship, relation, and we need to find our database for our income number 1, show on income 1 and add relationship. What that does is basically now you can see balance. Each time we will need to come and we'll need to basically select from which account the expenses or the income is going from or coming to. So our income is coming to account number 1. These untitles is those empty ones, so let me delete them not to confuse you people. Delete. Okay, so we have just main account. So our main account is coming, income, main account, and main account. For the moment you can just see some weird stuff, job 1, job 2, business, but that's fine, don't worry. Okay, now we can see our income. Now we need to do the same exactly for our expenses. So we're gonna go to relation, expenses 1, show, add relation, voila. And now we're gonna go to our expenses and we're just gonna select our main account, that everything is going from our main account. And it's again some petrol, gas, whatever. That's fine, no problem. We're gonna need to do the same for our subscription. For the moment, that's how it looks like, and it looks a bit weird, but that's okay. We're gonna sort it out now. Now we're gonna go to plus and we're gonna add roll up. And the roll up is, we're gonna do the relationship. First we want the total income. Then we want the property as amount, and then we want that to be calculated. If you want this way, leave it this way. I want to see the total one. So we're gonna call it total income. I hope I spelled it right. We're gonna do exactly the same for roll up, relation to expenses, show as an amount, and calculate. And that will be total expenses. And the next one is roll up, relation to the subscription, show as amount, sum. And that is total subscriptions. Total subscriptions. So now what we want our total income minus total expenses minus total subscription, and we want to see how much we're staying at the end of the month, whatever. That we're gonna use formula, and it's very easy. We're gonna go to edit and total income minus total expenses minus total subscription. We click on done. We're gonna change it to the currency we want, and we're gonna call that balance. And voila, at the end of the month, after all our expenses and subscriptions, we're staying with 1,620 euro. I hope that's the math is done correct. Let me get rid of those three, because those three we don't need to see. We just want to see those four. So 3 dots, properties, and we don't want to see a subscription, we don't want to see expenses, and we don't want to see income. Voila, that look already much nicer and much cleaner. Let's focus a bit on the table in here. So we're gonna change the view because I want to have a different view. I want to have a board view. It just looks for me nicer. The problem is that we can't see the amount, and from if we will have different accounts and we will have subscription based payments going from different accounts, we want to see them as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to properties and we want to see a amount and we want to see the balance. So that means from which account they're going. Now as a balance we may not clock straight away, so maybe let's change that to account type. Account type, so we know that we're referring to which account basically we're using. So this, so not balance, account type, and to be less confusing, name change to account type as well. So we know what we are talking about. Now let's change the subscription to look a bit nicer. We're gonna go to view, gonna change to board, and it look nice, it look neat. I like this way. I want to see as well the amount, and I want to see as well from which account that subscription is going out. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna go to properties, and we're gonna put account amount, and then we're gonna put account name. Of course, hide this database, we don't need to see it anymore, and we're gonna change the view to subscription. And we're gonna change the icon as well to, as it's occurring, that should be the perfect one. We're gonna hide this one and we're gonna change it to expenses, and I like to put for my expenses arrow down, hide database, table, income, that we're gonna put arrow up, and the balance, and we're gonna change the icon to look like a bang or something, so it should do. And we're gonna hide obviously the database. So now it's getting the look I kind of wanted, but it's still not there. Now we wish to put this one next to this income, so we don't need to scroll so much. So if you cannot do it, the easiest way I seen is like this. Come down, get two colors, basically move one color above and then move next color next to it. Then drag income under one color, expenses under the other one. Now you can delete the colors and voila, you have nice overview of all your income, expenses next to each other. But I still want to improve my balance. I want to see the better. So I'm gonna change the view to gallery view. Then we're gonna come to page content and we're gonna put none. It looks weird, it doesn't show us nothing. Don't worry, we're gonna change that now. We're gonna click on it and now we're gonna come to add property, text, and the text will be total income. If you will see this one, don't worry, just press space and that's all what you need. Now we're gonna select it, copy it, and we're gonna paste it in here as a total income. We're gonna do exactly the same for total expenses. Now how it is now, we need to find the proper total income, total expenses. For now we're gonna make our life even more easier because we don't want to come here, and if we want to add another account, you see that it doesn't look yet as we wish it to look. So we're gonna delete, we're gonna come to main account and we're gonna just create a template. And all what we'll need to do, we're gonna just basically create our template. So each time we're gonna click on a new, that we want to add a new account name, and now we need to come here to new, change the account name to be default, yes, for all. So each time now we're gonna new, it's gonna ask us account name, and you see it's account name in here. We're gonna go to here, we're gonna go to properties, and now what do we want to see? We want to see our balance, we want to see our subscription, we want to see our total income, we want to see our, don't worry, for the moment just switch on everything. It might look a bit messy, and now this way it's totally up to you how you're gonna do it. I like it this way. I like my balance to be at the very bottom because I want to see all my balance at the very bottom. Total expenses, total, okay, subscription. So we have total income, total expenses, subscription, and balance. Perfect. That's all what I want. So now when we create the template, if we're gonna press new, we just need to add total account name, so whatever business name, let's say. And you can see that's everything already nicely done for us. That's why it was the whole point of creating the template. And now if you will want, you're just gonna come here and just remove the main account, and voila, you see that the balance is already changing.